Dan George with Ben Shalom. Ben, thank you for your time. After Lewie Edmondson's win, first of all, did you think we were getting flashbacks at one point to the Vitality Stadium bout last night? Last year, was it? Portsmouth and Southampton fans clashing after the fight again.
I'm not doing that again. Bloody hell. Missed a trick there, putting Michael and Lewie back.
Pompey fans stuck around, didn't they?
They did. They're loud and they enjoy it, and both fans I like. It's just when you put them together, it doesn't go well. I should have learned my lesson. Chris Smith was telling me ringside that, actually, and I said, you know what, you're right. I thought I put them on opposite sides of the card, so I thought there must be no chance. But anyway, they found a way to have a little bit of a scuffle, but it was all harmless in the end, and obviously gutted for Michael. He was in a really tough fight against Talani and Bengay. I think he really tried to fight a different fight and show he's entertaining, and it was an entertaining fight. And I'm gutted for him, but he'll be back. And Lewie Edmondson, wow, what a story! Fantastic, delighted for him. Obviously, for Dan, it's a difficult moment for him. But as with boxing, there's always a winner and a loser, and Lewie deserves it, and I'm glad that he got his opportunity tonight.
I was just in his dressing room, and I think to say he's buzzing is a bit of an understatement. But yeah, a brilliant win for him. Is it just a case of now he's got those belts? We see a lot more activity for him in his career, do you think?
Lewie Edmondson has just become British champion, which is huge. So we have a huge amount of light heavyweights, and I'm just delighted that he has worked hard for it. He's been on different cards of ours. We've tried our best. 8 rounders here, 6 rounders here. This came up, and he took it, and he took his chance, and he stepped up a lot of levels tonight and showed his class. And it was a close fight, and some people thought it went this way, that way. For me, I had Lewie Edmondson up, and I think, based on what I saw, the right man won tonight.
And he said that he's now a free agent, by the sounds of it. Could there potentially be some sort of a deal offer to him?
Yeah, no, I believe we do have options with him, and I want to see him out quite soon. But yeah, delighted for him.
And Michael McKinstry, you touched on it earlier, but when I spoke to him after his fight, he seemed really quite emotional, really quite gutted that he didn't show the best version of himself. Do you think he'll get another opportunity to show what he's about?
I do. As I say, I'm gutted for him because I feel like he part of it, what was in his mind is I'm winning fights, but I'm not getting the big opportunities. I'm not entertaining maybe. And he went and had a real fight, and I feel for him because Talani was on top today, and Talani and Bengay is a top fighter, and Michael will have to think and work out how he's going to come back. And boxing is full of snakes and ladders, and he's just got to keep going and wait for the next opportunity.
Just finally, Chris Smith here at ringside tonight. Really excited for the Zurdo Ramirez fight. Less than a month away now, aren't we? How excited are you for that and the opportunity for him?
Absolutely buzzing. He's having a great camp. I just have such confidence in him. He's done it that many times. He's got such a good team. He's got such a good head on his shoulders. He's such a confident fighter now that loves what he does, and it's going to be something very special in Riyadh on November 16th, and hopefully he can bring another bout back to Bournemouth.
And then is it a case of potentially meeting J Pye and bringing those belts together again?
I believe so. I think then it's just the biggest fights out there, and Jai is the biggest fight probably. But Chris sells out stadiums in Bournemouth, and I'd love to go back there in May next year. So let's see whether Riyadh season, we're working obviously very closely with them now, so he's got huge options, but this is a serious fight on November 16th. He's taking on Zurdo Ramirez, who is a top quality fighter, and when he went into that Bivol fight, he was considered an equal, and a lot of people had it as a 50-50 fight. He's still a great fighter. He's won his world title against Gulamarian very, very quickly. But Chris Smith's been here before, and I expect him to put on another career best performance.
And sorry, just one more. I just want to ask you, Dan Azeez, a brilliant person, has been a great fighter, a defeat, a draw and a defeat now. Where do you think he goes next in his career?
I'll always give Dan Azeez work. I think he's a fan favourite. I think he's a great guy. It's not gone right for him this year, and that can happen in boxing. I feel for him right now because he'll be absolutely devastated. he's a friend as well as a fighter, and I'll do whatever I can to support him and hopefully see him back in the ring very soon, and he can have a better 2025 than he has this year.